Trophylicious. All right, let's jump into this new set. Oh man, I'm so excited. So many nostalgic bits in this set. Let's play some Sealed. Let's play some Draft. We're going to have a good time today. Hey Google, turn the living room on. All right. Look at this Sealed pool. Phyrexian Arena with a Scrawler Trawler and a Liliana. All right, I like the way that this looks at the moment. Let's look at the rest. See what kind of depth we have. I really like white in this set. I imagine Authority of the Consuls is okay in an aggressive deck, keeping your opponent's blockers tapped. Looks like we have some depth in white. Healer's Hawk, Savannah Lions, couple Heir Apparents. I like having 3 of these before I'm actually playing them in my deck, but we have some good Angels and removal. Stroke of Midnight's probably just okay, as it usually is. Giving them a 1/1 is usually not a great thing. Ooh, look at all these nice black cards, too. Exsanguinate probably find its way. Maybe. Better in like a black-green deck. Or black-red, where you just need to finish off the last 4 damage or so. See what our red looks like. Nothing too exciting. We have some dual lands. We have a Meteor Golem. Campus Guide to help with splashing. Alright, so I'm looking at some kind of black, green, white. I don't think I need to necessarily go all in on the white. Let's see here. It looks like my green is really good. And I like the black cards I have, though green-white might look a little bit better with that Anthem of Champions. My white cards aren't quite as splashable. My black cards aren't really splashable. Maybe I do just play black-green with like a Anthem of Champions. Other than Liliana and my solid removal, the black doesn't look that. I mean, I have Bacon to a Pie, Phyrexian Arena, Liliana, Hungry Ghoul, Burglar, 2 stabs and an Eaten Alive. That's good removal in a sealed pool. In green, we have Bite Down and Snakeskin Veil. I like Nessie and Horden Beetle, especially with this Beastkin Ranger. It's going to make itself 4 power pretty easily. We have a Llanowar Elves in green. Elfsworn Giant is pretty sweet as well. Just rewards you for playing lands, and it's a fine stat line. 5/3 for reach. It doesn't have that much toughness, but it blocks most of the flyers anyway. And Gnarlid Colony works on the curve pretty well. It's a 2-drop 2/2 or a 5-drop 4/4, and it gives your creatures trample. It gives itself trample too. Sunblessed Healer looks really good. And there is a cool little +1/+1 counters theme here in green-white. It would feel wrong to not play my Planeswalker, so let's figure out a way to make that happen first. Liliana is definitely going into the deck. So we're playing Eaten Alives and Stabs and Ghouls and a Skeleton. Black's going to be a primary color for us. And the question is, do I want to support it with green, which has very good 2-drops, Some solid synergies. A removal spell. A good finisher. I think that card's probably fine. Because it's not like we're splashing for Overrun. And we're probably not... I guess we could splash with the Bite Down if we're splashing for Anthem, but... I don't even know how good Anthem is going to be on the splash. White-black might be the deck. Just because I really like Savannah Lions and this Sunblessed Healer. Mischievous Pup with a Burglar Rat or a Helpful Hunter. I don't have a lot of elves for the Archdruid. It ramps itself, and I have this Lanoir elves. Maybe I'm just playing a white-black deck. The Sunblessed Healer looks like it's going to be really good bringing back my Healer's Hawks. It's sealed, so I should probably play the removal that I have. Oh, I gotta put this Angel in with my Youthful Valkyrie. This actually looks like it's probably going to be fine. Armasaur Guide, 5-drop, 4/4 Vigilance. Yeah, I mean, attacking with 3 creatures is occasionally a pretty tall order, so we'll see about that. Let's see what our creatures look like. I guess Hungry Ghoul looks like one of the worst, but it combos really well with Reassembling Skeleton. Sanguine Siphoner, a possible cut, but it helps compensate for what we're losing with the Phyrexian Arena. Yeah, maybe that's a cut. The Savannah Lions doesn't look... I mean, Savannah Lions is always good. It's a 1-drop, 2/1. That's awesome. I don't think I can fit Anthem in here. I would like to play this Leyline Axe. It seems very good. I mean, it seems kind of cool. Not very good. It seems kind of cool. And I would like to try it. I'm not sure how great it's going to be. Sometimes it's going to just start in play, and that's going to be nuts. 7 mana to get the first benefit out of it is kind of rough, but it's a very powerful effect, so I think it's probably worth a slot. Especially with the flyers that we have and the Sunblessed Healers bringing back our Youthful Valkyries and Healer's Hawks. I mean, Inspiring Paladin looks pretty good, too. one cut. I don't think it's a land in this, is it? I mean, my curve's kind of... I have a 7-drop, though, and a 6-drop. Cutting a land is a little wrong, but... I guess I can cut this Make Your Move or this Stroke of Midnight. Stroke of Midnight kills Planeswalkers. I have the Eaten Alive to do that, but I think I'd rather be Make Your Moving than Stroke of Midnighting. I don't want to give my opponent 1/1s. Especially not when I have all these 3/1s. Yeah, let's get rid of that and play all the lands we want. We don't need Stroke of Midnight. And Make Your Move is, I think, with the number of artifacts and enchantments that matter in this set, and how like red-green's theme is 4 power matters, I think Make Your Move is a good include. I wish you had room for that Sanguine Siphoner. Crypt Feaster's probably just okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's try this. We've got some good removal, some good low end, good top end. I like this deck. Let's give it a shot. Play some Sealed. Okay, that's a good hand to start things off. We're playing Orzhov. Cats and zombies. Cats and zombies and rats and angels. Let's get a creature out that can attack. Or, no. We're going to get a Helpful Hunter out. In case my opponent has a creature that I want to block with the Mischievous Pup next turn. Double black up. Well, he can't stab this. And if he Heroes Downfalls it, well... Yeah, okay. My opponent didn't spend any mana on turn 3. I don't love the idea of stabbing a Solemn Simulacrum. But I do like the idea of baiting some removal with this Hungry Ghoul. So, yeah, I'll play the Hungry Ghoul. I can, like, block if I wanted to, and never mind. I'm just going to stab this. I don't want that to happen. He's going to draw a card, so I'm not like that happy about the stab, but at least he doesn't get a treasure with the Gold Vein pick, and he wasted a mana. Angel of Finality could get that Reassembling Skeleton pretty well. Ooh, another stab. We like the stabs. Is it time for the axe? I want him to like block, and then I can sacrifice the Helpful Hunter. His skeleton goes to the yard. Nah, then he can just do it at instant speed, so it's not really a good trade. He can instant speed reanimate that, so Angel of Finality doesn't work unless he's tapped out. So maybe I just play it and put a flyer on the board. I'm gonna put out this Leyline Axe. keep up my stab. Leyline Axe turns anything into a pretty outrageous threat here, so I'll see if I can get some more value out of my Angel since my opponent's in black-green. Oh, okay. All right. See how it is. See how it's going to be. All right, I'll sacrifice these 3. Nice. I'm glad I didn't play that Angel of Finality. Angel of Finality doesn't really help here. But I have a feeling I'm never going to be able to get him with it. Scrolling Trawler is not the best way to use my mana. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Angel. Maybe my opponent missteps here. I doubt it, but yeah. It's very unlikely that my opponent taps out to the point where they don't have the 2 mana to reanimate that. And they have 7 mana, so we're just going to get a flyer out. That's a threat. And a clock. Alright. Stab for stab. My opponent could have waited till post-combat, but he didn't want his reassembling skeleton to die, I suppose. Double strike and trample. He has the Elfsworn Giant. I'm just going to play this to add the extra clock. He might have a removal spell for our Angel, but if he does, then we still just have double strike and trample. Gets the Skelly Boy back. Good game. Alright, we won our first Foundations game. White-black. Let's take a look. Again. It's good to reassess early on. When you don't know the set, especially. I like all of the cards that we played. I felt like we weren't really missing anything. We had some good synergies, we had good removal, we had flyers. We had Leyline Axe. That card's good. Looks like a good hand to me. Especially if we get enough mana to cast Lily. We're running 17 lands, making sure we increase those chances. Llanowar Elves, nice. 3 mana on turn 2. OP. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well. Leyline Axe just been a couple turns too late. Past couple games. As far as acting like a leyline. It'll still act like an axe. Now that can't be killed with Make Your Move. Yeah, that card's pretty good. Dane. That's an awkward word to pronounce. I have always very much liked this card because its name is fun to say. Dwynen Giltleaf Dane. Just rolls off the tongue, really. My opponent's going to gain much life. Hopefully we can just get up to this Liliana at some point. We have a fine game plan at the very least. We might have Burst Lightning. But honestly, I'm not worried about it. Alright, we get to reanimate our Skelly. We have our 6th land. It's a good sign. I'd like to be able to make your move something large that he plays next turn so that I can safely drop Lily. With Hungry Ghoul and the Skeleton, I can make him a 4/4, so I'm just gonna pass, keep up these blockers. Okay, that is pretty strong with Tatiova. My opponent's drawing a lot of cards here. But it looks like Liliana might be safe to just play and make a 2/2 with next turn. We'll see what my opponent gets into here. I don't want to open myself up to any big mistakes there. He might have a braid or something when I try to do it a second time, for example. Here we go, Liliana. Stuff to set ourselves up for a good sacrifice effect. But Liliana's just going to be a good engine for us. We hope. I'm sure our opponent has at least one removal spell in hand. They've been thinking about killing this Hungry Ghoul with. If it's Fiery Annihilation, then we don't get to draw a card with Liliana. If it's Burst Lightning, we do. What's it gonna be? Okay. It's a legitimate business zombie. Here comes the team at Liliana. Would I like her to go down to... I would like to do this. Probably? No. Can I let her... I would like to kill Tatiova. I could just block like this to be safe. Let's block like this to be safe. In case he has giant growth. We'll take out 2 of his creatures. We'll draw some cards. We'll make more zombies. And plus, if he doesn't play anything, I'll make him sacrifice 2 creatures. So it's better for him to lose 2 creatures. Ooh, that's a lot of creatures, but not enough. This player sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. I don't really want to lose my Liliana yet. I guess this is the safest way to keep Liliana alive. Even if he has removal, we have the stab. I'm okay to lose my zombie because I don't want him killing my zombie in response to the stab. Oh no, does he have 2 damage? Does he have that burst lightning? No. But we do have, they can do a pie for that Niv Mizzet. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Get this reassembling skeleton back. All right, Liliana. Good game. Our opponent conceded with 35 life. All right, we've got an ad break coming up, so I'll be back in about 3 minutes to play some more. Alright, we're live again. Our ad should be done. Alright, we only have black mana in this hand. We do have a stab and a ghoul. We do have 9 white sources, and we're on the draw. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this and hope we draw a Plains. Let's have our opponent discard a card before we attack. Might have a Cathar Commando to block with and stab it if they do. I think our opponent might have kept a one color hand without any plays in it. That's not the kind of hand you want to keep when you only have 1 color. I kept this because I had 2 cards to play. Or maybe they're just thinking about what their next color is to play. I have a feeling they don't have their second color. I think my opponent might have just Alt F4'd after not drawing their second color. Yeah. That's sad. It happens. But, I mean, it looks like he kept a bad hand. You dig? Yeah, my opponent gave up. I mean, a better thing to do is to recognize, hey, I kept a bad hand, so I shouldn't do that next time, and then maybe I won't lose like that again. I mean, sometimes you gotta take a risk, but there's a difference between taking a risk and just keeping a hand that does nothing. Like us, we're not doing spectacularly with this hand, but I mean, we're not doing bad enough to give up. We do have 2 removal spells and some value and some board presence. This is a funny example. We both only had four lands of our of one of our colors, but my hand was better. All right, let's get this over with. Does he have to go down another timer? Is it 3 timers? Yeah, it's 3 timers. He made it through the first 3 turns, so that's why the first timer was extended. He got that 30-second extension. Now we're gonna have to wait for that timer to tick down again, unless my opponent's maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back with the land in his hand. He came back and he's got a land. Hey! Oh. He stuck around that whole time just to rope me? Oh man, not impressed. Not impressed. Let's do it again. Let's play some Sealed. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got a Leyline Axe in our opening hand. Do we stab the Lanoir elves? You're supposed to bolt the bird, they say. Here's another one. Nice. All right. Well, here, I kind of want that Phyrexian Arena out on turn 3. So instead of... maybe I just... Yeah, I don't... I guess I don't need it out on turn 3. Let's play this Valkyrie. Maybe I'll draw the land that I need. And if I don't, I'll just get some board presence instead. I would have liked to turn 1 Savannah Lions. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to attack. He has open mana, so I'm not going to equip the axe. Plenty of removal spells that could kill me there. Let's play this Phyrexian Arena. Our opponent's not going to cast any spells. Oh, that's a spell. Oh, that's a clock. That's a good card. In this particular situation, that is. And I just played a Phyrexian Arena. I'm going to play the Savannah Lions. And then hopefully I can block the wolf. But I wanted to get a clock started. Start getting that Leyline Axe in with a flyer. If he kills it, I have the Healer's Hawk. And that'll be a really good target for the Leyline Axe. A fine wielder for an axe in this hawk. Well, that's a nice top deck. Yeah, I suppose I could just kill the Shivan Dragon, but I think I would rather curve out and get the Healer's Hawk online, so I'm going to do it this way. I could have just paid 5 mana and had an extra... had an extra 1/1 out, or maybe another turn, but I wanted to make sure my Healer's Hawk hit the board. I think that was worth losing this extra body. Maybe a Morbid card. Okay. What did he exile? Oh, 2 forests? Okay. Well, that is nice. That is a very good top deck. I think we probably just move the axe over to the Healer's Hawk so we gain more life, though. Instead of dealing... Let's see. We'll deal 7 damage this way as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Yeah, we're just going to move this over. Gain a lot more life that way. Good game. That was pretty cool, starting with Leyline Axe on the board. Oh, that was cool. This white-black sealed deck is doing quite well, 4-0. Let's keep it rolling. Probably, I'll do at least one more sealed after this. I'll do 2 sealeds and then maybe jump into draft. Did an in-person draft with some friends last night and trophied with a white-blue Flyers deck, which was a lot of fun. I think white-blue Flyers is probably going to be one of the stronger archetypes in draft and in limited in general, as it always is. It's always a good archetype, but I felt like some of the other colors don't have all the tools they need to deal with white-blue Flyers. There's a significant amount of reach and death touch. We do it again? We sure do. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. I'll just make a 2/2 double strike trample next turn. Uh-oh. I don't like Ruby. I don't like Ruby at all. Am I a little bit more interested in playing the pup and getting in with that next turn? Yeah, I am. Start getting in for 8. Our opponent's got a good clock with Ashroot Animus, too. Yeah, he's text for 9. Whew. That Animist is going to be hard to kill. Oh no, Ruby pumps herself up even more. Yeah, I don't know how we're supposed to not die here. Probably just create this thing and give it double strike and then just block if I must. It's a pretty fragile Sun-Blessed healer, but looks like a fine blocker right now. Well, it's gaining a bunch of life. Not dead yet. Pretty dang close. Top deck to land. We did it. Alright, no haste. No haste, opponent. 0 hasty things, please. No haste, no direct damage. Good start. Got him! Got him! Oh, that was amazing. What a game. What a game. Wow. My opponent attacked me for 11 twice in a row. Put us to 1. Oh man, they were not down to get that last card of their hand discarded. They didn't even want me to see it. They were so ashamed of having that last card discarded. Oh man. Oh, that's awesome. Good game. Good game. 5-0. The sealed deck is sweet. We have good removal. We have Liliana. We have Leyline Axe. Oh, wow. That was a good game. Not impressed with my opponent's fortitude. I'm sure there's all sorts of things he could have drawn in his red-green deck to doink me for one last point of damage. That was awesome. Leyline Axe, very strong, especially when you get to cheat it into play for free. That Ashroot Animist is crazy. 4-drop, 4/4 trample. When it attacks, gives something +4/+4 and trample. Pretty wild. Alright. I don't know if I like this as much as the stab and Hungry Ghoul, because Make Your Move is not really an early piece of interaction. I'm gonna mulligan this. I would like both my colors of mana. This looks good to me. I'm gonna ditch a Plains because I know I have that Phyrexian Arena. Oh, look at that. Savannah Lions. Great turn 1. Unsummon, maybe? Oh no, Fleeting Distraction. Alright, remember that. Our opponent has a Fleeting Distraction that can reduce the power of one of our creatures by 1 at instant speed and cantrip. They have a Fleeting Distraction. They have a Fleeting Distraction. And just for good measure, I'm going to announce they have a Fleeting Distraction. Bunami! I'll tell you what to play. Play white-blue. Flyers. Play white-blue Flyers. And, I mean, yeah. I think white is the best color. It has the best commons. It has Savannah. I mean, it has Helpful Hunter. It has Prideful Parent. It has Dazzling Angel. It has Luminous Rebuke. It has... Wait, there's more. Healer's Hawk. And Felidar Savior. So, I think white is the best color for commons. And I highly suggest playing white. As often as possible. It looks red. Looks like red is a little weaker. I know it has Burst Lightning, but in general, red as a color looks a little weaker to me. The commons aren't as pushed as whites seem to be. Oh, here we go. Might be able to get him with the pup. Get him with the pup. Oh, no. The auto tapper got me there. I got a little excited. Auto tapper got me good. It's okay. Our opponent's going to take a little bit less damage. I think I'd rather curve out with the Angel of Finality, though. That Mischievous Pup would have been a lot better if I'd kept the planes up, but Auto Tapper will be Auto Tapper. I usually make a habit of not trusting it, so that was my mistake. My opponent might have Fabloon Trick, or not. Another Fleeting Distraction. Okay, they had 2 of them. It's a good thing I announced it so many times. That's funny. Leyline Axe should be able to kill it. Build off the deck, white-blue deck they gave us. Are you talking standard? What should you play in standard? Bunami? I think my opponent's dead. But I want to do it fancy. Goodbye, kitty. Look at my cool deck. Alright, that's 6 wins. Yeah, Bunami, are you talking standard or build off the deck white-blue deck that they gave us? So I imagine that's constructed you're talking about. I do not know about constructed. Though I will definitely be trying standard for this set. I'm going to be giving it a shot. I am not an expert in constructed by any means. I'm a limited expert. So we'll have to take a look before I can tell you what to do with constructed. Though I will say, I get it on very good account that red was the best deck before Foundations came out. So use that in your evaluation, I suppose. Take it with a grain of salt, but yeah, we're going to do some more limited. We're 6-0 with this sealed deck. It is awesome, and I don't want to make any changes. Oh, nice. Nice, Bunami. So you just started playing. That's excellent. Good for you. Foundations is a really great set to start getting into Magic for. We're definitely going to be doing some brewing with Foundations. I have a million wild cards because I draft so often, so I'll just make all of them. Maybe we'll take a look at a standard deck later today. Rakdos Outlaw Posse? That sounds cool. Yeah. Arena is really good to scratch those free-to-play itches. If you're a degenerate like me, you keep playing until the account has a life of its own. All right, this is a good-looking hand to claim our trophy. 7-0 clean sweep with Sealed. I would like to see it. Let's see if we can make the dream come true. Our opponent plays turn 1 Healer's Hawk. And we stab it. No, okay. I like the idea of a Hungry Ghoul over a Burglar Rat a little bit. Because I want to play Dazzling Angel next turn. And I'd like to attack with a 2/2 if I can. Yeah, I totally feel that, Bunami. Spending money on draft without knowing what you're doing in draft and looking at all the cards, researching the set, it can be a bit of a throwaway. And you gotta be careful where you spend your money. Arena's definitely not the best place to be doing it, but you know, it's fun on occasion. All right, so we're gonna let that Courageous Goblin slide so that I can play this Dazzling Angel. Right? Are we? No. Yeah, I don't care about that Courageous Goblin that much, so we're just gonna let it go. So Healer's Hawk, Dazzling Angel, Helpful Hunter. Yeah, I mean, Healer's Hawk and Empyrean Angel. So, all right. Here's a standard deck that I think would probably be able to climb your way at least through like bronze, silver, gold. If you played Spectral Sailors, Healer's Hawks, Empyrean Eagles, some fine 2-drop flyers as melt, maybe Giada, Font of Hope. You're in plat. Well, then I wonder what a white blue flyers deck would look like. I really like Empyrean Eagle. I don't know how excellent it is in constructed necessarily. All right, so now I have Stab, and I can pump my Hungry Ghoul by sacrificing the Burglar Rat, so I have good attacks here. All right, cool. Fire away, Bunami. The chat is yours. Did I do that too late? Will he lose that? No, he won't. Oh well. We're gonna take an extra damage. Whoops. We're going to gain some life and keep up our mischievous pup. Let's see if we can claim our trophy here. 6-0 with this sealed deck. It is, I mean, it looks a little bit like a cool draft deck. We had a lot of depth in white and black. We got to play some Liliana games that were really fun. I'll take a look at some standard cards. Actually, what I'm going to do after this game is craft all of the cards in the set with all my wild cards, so that every time I open something up, it's going to give me gems instead. Does my opponent have that deal 2 damage to everything? I'll block here. I'll give him a block. Alright, this will be good. I can return the burglar rats to my hand and then sacrifice it to Eaten Alive when I replay it. And then I have some good attacks on the ground. My opponent will be really low. He's in red-green, so he's not like he's playing a lifelink creature next turn, so I'm happy to just go all out here. Get him down to 3. And then if he tries to kill something, I can sack it to the Hungry Ghoul or whatever. That's an interesting strategy. Purely cosmetics. That would be tough. That would be tough. It would take away a little bit of the incentive of drafting and getting the cards. You kind of lose that part of the experience. But I see what you're saying. Especially like coming in. It's a very high barrier of entry to get into Constructed without having all those wild cards. Unless you spend money or play a lot of Limited. Alright, that was fun. White-black sealed. We went 7-0. Let's throw that in trophy decks. And we're going to take a picture of it. All right.